Hello, everybody. We are here for the starting grid for the Great American Race for the Nascar Mahindra Cup Series, the Daytona 500. Here is the starting grid. Starting on the pole is the fans are happy about this, is the number 9 Chevy of Chase Elliott. Then starting on the outside pole is the number 6 Ford of Brad Keselowski. Then starting inside of row 2 is the number 11 Toyota of Denny Hamlin. And then starting outside of row 2 is the number 41 Ford of Cole Custer. Starting inside of row 3 is the number 3 Chevy of Austin Dillon. And starting right beside him on the outside of row 3, the number 34 Ford of Michael McDowell. Starting on the inside of row 4, the number 12 Ford of Ryan Blaney. And starting right beside him on the outside, the number 5 Chevy of Kyle Larson. And then starting inside row 5 is the number 1 Chevy of Ross Chastain. And rounding out your top 10, on the outside of row 5 is the number 47 Chevy of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And then starting inside of row 6 is the number 14 Ford of Chase Briscoe. And starting right beside him is the number 22 Ford of Joey Logano. And starting inside row 7, the number 45 Toyota of Kurt Busch. Starting beside him is the number 31 Chevy of Justin Haley. And starting behind him in row 8, I think, is the number 16 of Daniel Hemrick. Starting to his outside is the number 21 Ford of Harrison Burton. And then in row 9 is the number 24 Chevy of William Byron, and beside him is his teammate, the 48 of Alex Bowman. And then starting inside of row 10 is the number 38 Ford of Todd Gilliland. Then to his outside, rounding out the top 20, the number 43 Chevy of Eric Jones. Then starting in the 21st position is the number 99 Chevy of Daniel Suarez. And to his outside is the number 2 Ford of Austin Cindric. Starting in position number 23 is car number 23, the number 23 Toyota of Bubba Wallace. And then starting to his outside is the number 42 Chevy of Ty Dillon. And starting in position number 25, the number 17 Ford of Chris Buescher. And to his outside is the number 18 Toyota of Kyle Busch. Starting in position number 27, the number 19 Toyota of Martin Truex Jr. And starting to his outside, his teammate, the 20 Toyota of Christopher Bell. Starting in position number 29 is the number 7 Chevrolet and the number 7 Chevy of Corey LaJoie. And to his outside is the number 51 Ford of Cody Ware. Starting in the 31st position is the number 8 Chevy of Tyler Reddick. And to his outside is the number 4 Ford of Kevin Harvick. Starting in position number 32 is the number 10 Ford of Eric Almirola. And to his outside is the number 78 Ford of B.J. McLeod. Rolling off 35th is the only MBM Motorsports car that qualified for the show, the number 55 Ford of J.J. Yaley. And then to his outside is the number 50 Chevy of Kaz Gralla. And then rounding out your field in row 18, and then row 19, starting in the position number 37, the number 27 Ford of Jacques Villeneuve. And then rounding out your field is the number 44 Chevy of Greg Biffle. 4 cars failed to qualify. The number 62 Chevy of Noah Gragson, the number 66 Ford of Timmy Hill, the number 15 Ford of David Reagan, and the number 77 Chevy of Landon Castle. So that, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, that is your field for the Great American Race.